Am I the asshole for not reminding my husband about a huge event in my life? I'm currently a PhD student and also work. Hence, I'm busy. I made some changes to my project right before my confirmation seminar, which I'm only mentioning because my husband was well aware of my increased workload and pending deadline. I told him confirmation was rapidly approaching and he asked if he could come to the presentation. I told him I wasn't sure but would ask. Then the university sent out my presentation details email with a Zoom link. I forwarded it straight to him. A few days go by and I realize he hadn't mentioned it. I asked if he read the email and he said no. I asked him to read it. A few more days go by, I asked him again to please read it. At this stage I realized that not only had he not read the email but he hadn't bothered to inquire about the presentation. Unfortunately, this is fairly normal for him. He doesn't often inquire about much about me, ask me many questions about my day, etc., and I admit I'm tired of being ignored. I could have reminded him the day of the presentation, but to be honest, I didn't want to. I wanted him to care enough to either ask or read the email. This is where I might be the asshole. Presentation day comes and I present and pass. He has no idea and still doesn't ask. After a G of days, I decided to finally mention it to him. He thinks I'm the asshole for not reminding him. I think he's the asshole for not caring enough to ask. Edited to add, for those asking, I never email him, so this is not a case of constant emails that could be overlooked. I forwarded him the email from the university that was entitled something like confirmation presentation. That email would stand out like crazy from any other emails he receives. I forwarded it as I was at work when it came in, and my job isn't one where I can then also text call to tell him it was there. I'm in Australia, so confirmation occurs 1 year into our work as students and is partially open attendance.